Hi, all, it's your guy here, the unknown. And if you're still struggling with consistency, subscribe to this channel because my main objective is to help everybody attain a level of consistency. Okay, it's gonna take time and it's gonna take a lot of work, but you will attain it. Okay, because on this channel we share the best strategies that are very easy to follow. Okay, and we eliminate all the nonsense. Okay, so subscribe to this channel and share. You can also like for the algorithm so that this content reaches many people because it's something that really works. Okay, so thank you with that. If you already looked at my previous video where we spoke about these four important points which are as part of our process, I'm not going to go through this, okay, because many people already watched it. I don't want you to watch one thing over and over again, but I believe that by seeing this over and over again you will start to understand that nothing changes. My process is the same, our process is the same, and everything remains the same. So you must have a good setup. In this on this channel we go through setups that we use. Okay, I also share with you my A plus setups because these are the setups we take day in day out. Okay, day in day out, and it works. Okay, it doesn't mean you're gonna win all of them. No, you're gonna lose some of the times, but overall you're gonna be highly profitable because of the win rate. Okay, so this is something I take on a daily basis and it works. So I believe this is gonna work for you. Okay, it's so easy, so easy. Don't mistake the simplicity and think that it doesn't work. No, I've seen people laughing, but actually it does work. Okay, so you have to have a signal day setup pattern, and that's where you enter, put your stop loss and take profits. I've gone through this in my previous video. I'm not gonna go through it again, but this is the most important thing and is the foundation of the whole strategy. Okay, and it really works. Okay, so let's go to our charts. But before, we had news. As you can see, we had a lot of news today, starting from for me it's 2:30 because it's South African time. Okay, so this were the news, and I believe you all know. Okay, and this is the first website I always say visit on a daily basis. Okay, so I don't want to talk more about that because I want to make this video very short. And first of all, I think actually there was a subscriber who commented something in my previous video and I responded, and my response wasn't that good. Okay, and I'm sorry for the response to the person, and yeah, I apologize for that. Okay, forgive me for what I've said, and yeah, let's continue growing together. I wasn't angry, it's just that I didn't know what to say, so I don't want to like be unfair to anyone. Okay, so I'm sorry for that. So let's continue. As you can see, I've started doing something different this time around, and actually I come to my profile and I've created a profile called Ready Today. And what this is about is like I try to select only the currencies that are ready for the day, the ones that have given me a signal. Okay, because as you have seen, I'll go and show you in a moment. Okay, so you see it's ready today. So another thing I'm doing is actually I've experimented this and it works, so that's why I'm showing it to every one of you. Okay, I have started like writing here on the corner. I just use this tool. It's called draw text label. Okay, draw text label. I just write the signal day that I had. Okay, this is much easier for me. Okay, as you can see, it says red day, and what this means, it simply means that the previous day I got a red day. Okay, a first red day. So this is a signal day. Once I get a first red day, you all know what I'm looking for the following day. I told you my favorite setup is actually, or it's actually the day two continuation. Okay, that's my favorite, that's my A plus. Okay, because I understand this one better and it actually eliminates most of the risk. Okay, I'll show you how in a moment. So as you can see, we got a first red day yesterday, and guys, let's talk about this a moment. As you can see, this market has just been bullish. It has just been going up for a number of days. Okay, it has been going up. Okay, you see day one, day two, day three. Okay, reset. You see it has been going up and up and up, and all of a sudden yesterday, here's the first thing, the most important thing that you shouldn't forget, okay? It gives a peak. In other words, it goes up, it sends people up. Now we are at the very high of the week, okay? And then it comes down and it closes here. This is a first red day, okay? It's a first red day. Yes, it's in a form of a of an inside day, but it's a first red day, okay? For me, it's a first red day. As you can all see, the market was going up and all of a sudden now it opens high and it closes low. So this for me is a first red day. The most important thing is this one, it made a peak, and I'm gonna try to make this video as short as I can, okay? So I'm not gonna be explaining things in detail, because there are people who have asked for shorter videos, and yeah, it's just that there's a lot and that I won't be actually explaining, of which I think is important, but I'm gonna try to actually make them low to meet other people's requirements, okay? So okay, let's just say this is a first red day, as you can all see, okay? It's a first red day. So today, let's go back to what we always talk about, okay? Sorry, I have to come back to this. Now what we have is we have a signal day, which is a red day, okay? After a red day, what do we expect? We expect continuation down. But before we get a continuation down, say this market was going up, and please guys, this is important, okay? Pay attention to this. Say this has been going down for some time, and then all of a sudden it peaks high and it closes low. This is the close, and these are different days, okay? These are different days. I know this drawing is not clear, but just look at it. The market has been going up, has been going up, has been going up, and then it peaks and closes down as a red day. Now we have the low, okay? So what we are expecting the following day as part of our setup, okay? This is a signal day because now we have a red day which closes like this. So one thing we need is to see a setup. What setup do we need? Because we are anticipating a sell on the day, on the following day, therefore we need a sell high setup. So how can we sell high? We need prices to be taken up, okay? And as prices are taken up, okay, they are forming a bigger pattern on a bigger time frame. They are forming a bigger pattern. It could be a triple top, a double top, it could be a head and shoulder or whatsoever. I'll show you when we go to the charts. They are forming a bigger pattern, okay? So now when we are here, we are looking for our pattern breaking structure and engulf. If we get the same, maybe on a smaller time frame, we get maybe on a 5-minute time frame, or let's say on a 15-minute time frame, because that's what I use. On a 15-minute time frame, maybe we get an M, okay? An M. So we're gonna go to a 5-minute time frame. That's where we will be able to see what a break of structure out of that mini pattern. I'm zooming this now, okay? I'm zooming this. Say now we got an M, okay? This market has been going up and up, it comes down and it breaks structure. The moment it breaks structure here, we're gonna go to a 5-minute time frame. A 5-minute time frame will do something like this, where it reverses. It might not be 3 pushes, but on a 1 minute, mostly it's gonna be 3 pushes, and it's gonna give an engulf, okay? It will do the same thing on a 5-minute most of the time, okay? It will trade back inside. This is the break of structure. This is the break of structure on a smaller on a smaller pattern. Remember, pattern within patterns, okay? If you have read Peter Brandes' book, you will know pattern within patterns, okay? And okay, so you will get an engulf here, which shows that now they're shifting the zone. In other words, they send people up, they send the people up, they give a break in structure. Breakout traders are taking this because it's a pattern, hence they go back to punish breakout guys, and then they shift direction. In other words, this push also sends people up. That's the psychology behind. And now you can enter here and put your stops just above here, okay? So usually my stops are preferably from 15 pips to 20 pips. Most of the time they are I can even put them at 10 pips depending on the currency, okay? Because they are more volatile currencies, and besides having more volatile, they are the ones that have bigger spreads. For example, if you go to New Zealand currencies or pairs that contain the New Zealand currency inside, you'll realize that okay, they have bigger spreads. So if they have bigger spreads, even the stop has to be a little bit bigger, taking the spreads into account. Okay, so this is what we take. I'm not gonna go deeper and deeper into that. However, this is the setup. Okay, this is a sell high setup where if we get a red day, we want to see it pumping up to the high. Okay, pumping up to the high. Why? Because one thing we know is that market movers always buy, they buy low and they sell high. So we are trying to sell together with them. They always pump the market up if they want to sell, or they dump it down if they want to buy, because they want to buy low or actually sell high. So this is the setup. Once we get a setup, then we tick. The other thing is gonna be the pattern. Once we get this we tick. Once it breaks out, we tick, and then when it pulls back, we tick. Unfortunately, I didn't put pullback in, but you all know, if you have been following this channel, hence I'm saying subscribe. Everybody who has been following this channel, you all know that we wait for a pullback inside, okay, and then engulf. Once you get a pullback inside and engulf, you tick, and immediately that's when you can put all your entries. Okay, so I'm not coming back to this again. Okay, I just wanted everybody to understand and be on the same page, on the same level. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do right now. As I showed you the profiles, okay, every day what I do when I analyze maybe at the end of the day. Okay, like today I'm gonna analyze now for tomorrow. So one thing I'm gonna do for sure is I'm actually gonna replace all the pairs that tomorrow won't be ready. Okay, maybe it gave me it didn't set up the way maybe today it didn't give me the signal day I need. I'm gonna take it out and go through all other pairs, because I have other pairs as well. I'm gonna go through them and select the ones that have a good setup, and I'm only gonna keep the ones with a good setup. Some of them, they will have a signal day, but it won't be convincing to me, so I'm not gonna put them in this profile. Okay, ready today. Okay, this is the profile I look at for the day. I don't care about other currencies. Okay, I'm trying to filter out most of the things that are not ready. Okay, so fine, now I believe you understand what we have been talking about. Okay, so and guys, again, subscribe. Okay, you know why? Because I don't like repeating the same thing over and over again, having to go back to the signal day, having to go back to something I said in my previous video. But I understand that there are most people who have not subscribed, and most of the people watching actually right now are not subscribed, so you're gonna miss some of the things, and when you come, things are gonna be a little bit difficult for you, because you won't understand what we are doing. Okay, however, if you are part of this channel, subscribing is free anyway, so if you are part of this channel, you will see most of the videos, and that will help me make very short videos, because I won't have to go back and explain something I've explained in my previous video over and over and over again. Okay, we can just move forward. Okay, so guys, here's the thing. Yesterday, as you can see, it's a red day. Yesterday we had a red day. I've already showed you that this market was going up and up and up, and yesterday it gave us a red day. It peaked high and it closed low. So this was the red day, and now we are coming to the setup. We want a sell high setup, because on this day there's only one direction I'm willing to take. Okay, I know that sometimes it might just break and break and break, and then it's gonna give a reversal later, but that's not what I'm looking for. I don't care if it's gonna give a reversal later and it setups in that way. I'm not taking it. Okay, I'm not taking it. I'm only looking for one thing on this particular day, and if I don't get a sell high, then I don't care about it. There are others, I just go through them, and if there is nothing that is set up the right way for the day, then it's fine for me. It's a free day. Okay, it's a holiday. Okay, so that's how my process is. So you see, we waited and we got a sell high. Here they come. I'm not gonna go through the entries and everything, because I want to make this video as short as I can. Okay, but you can see that yes, they came and closed everybody from the US session. This now becomes a stop hunt. Okay, it becomes a stop hunt. Okay, it becomes a stop hunt, and if we do like this, okay, put this as a neckline, what do you see? Now you can see we have an M. It's a multi-session M. It's a multi-session pattern at the high of the day, okay, and then they break out of it. They give us a break-in structure, they go back inside. However, there were news, okay, there were news today, and you all know that I don't like guessing the news, so I had to wait for the news to break out and then go back inside and then give a nice opportunity. Okay, so that's what I do when there is news. However, today I was expecting something like this, and mostly I knew that something like this might go from the high of the day to the low of the day. Okay, so this is how I go through my pairs. I'm not gonna go through the entries because there are people who have been actually asking for shorter videos, and that's what I'm gonna do today. Okay, so yes, for those who are still new, you can watch other videos where I go deeper and deeper. I even go to a 1 minute time frame to show you the entries and all sort of stuff. Okay, but today I'm just gonna show you the process because I want this video to be very short. Okay, because actually people asked me to do it in a roughly 8-minute video, but okay, yeah, that is it. Okay, so this one worked well, the setup was perfect, the signal day was perfect, and everything was perfect. Okay, now here's the second one. You see, I wrote red day on all of these currencies. When I selected them and put them in this profile called ready today, I wrote their signal days, and if you look, the first ones here are gonna be red days. Okay, and that's my favorite because after red day, that's when I'm able to get a day 2 continuation. Okay, as you can see, yesterday this market was pumped up for many days, and then it peaked the high. This is the most important thing about a red or green day. It peaks and then it opens high, peaks, and then closes low. It doesn't have to peak during the first session. Sometimes they will peak during the London or peak during the USA. It doesn't matter, but anyway, it's gonna open high and close low. So you see, this is what happened, and then we had the closing price which was low, and then we had a sell high opportunity. Go to a smaller time frame, you will see a pattern, a breakout, and a continuation. Okay, I don't want to go through these things. Why? Because as I've already said, many people want short videos. Okay, and that is what forces me to actually okay, let me just show you where is this is the neckline. Okay, this is the neckline because I'm not taking the pins into consideration. If you think I'm lying, you can come to this line graph. You will see this is an M. Okay, they broke out here, they pulled back. That's where we got our engulf to enter. Okay, and if you check most of these days, what they do is they actually start giving a trade during the Asian session. That's what I've realized most of these days. Okay, they can give it in the Asian session. Why? Because it costs less money to move the market when there are less people on it, and then by the time you come to London, already what you realize is that okay, the market has already broken down. It's just a continuation. You come to the US today, it was a continuation. Okay, even though sometimes they might reverse, but you don't counter trend these markets, because the only thing we are looking for on the day is a sell. I repeat, I usually put these arrows, but now I have came with this way of marking my charts on a daily basis, so that okay, fine, it makes things simple. I know what I'm looking for. You see, here is our M at the high of the day. Okay, which has broken out of this consolidation, and then they give an M, they break out of it. Okay, I'm not gonna go deeper and deeper through a lot of things, but I just believe that most of you already understand, because this is what we talk about day in, day out. You see, they pulled back inside and then they gave this big engulf. Okay, and this is a very small, like this is 7 bib. So even if you put your stops at the high of the day, it's still less than 15 bibs. Okay, so just to be safe, you can expand them and put them at 15 bibs, and putting your stops at 15 pips will help you, because if they go and close you, then it means you were wrong. Okay, you were wrong, because you can see now we are actually selling high back to the low, and possibly for we can get a range expansion. Okay, so let me just go back to my 15-minute chart. Okay, and as you can see, if you took the high and the low, it gave a little bit of consolidation. So now you can take this Fibonacci, and as you can see, we did go to an expansion of 2 on the day. Okay, and yeah, we were actually moving towards 3. And you can see usually after 6 o'clock South African time, I just want to close my trades because it's already too late, and I'm expecting them to consolidate and prepare for tomorrow, because that's what they do most of the time, even though this week we have seen them moving mostly late. Okay, and if you want to make this Fibonacci, let me just show you. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't want to make my videos long, but I have to. There are things that are important that I can't just ignore. Okay, you see, these are my Fibonacci properties. Okay, this is 0 is to 0 0.0, 0 0.5 is to 50, 1 is to 100. Okay, 2 is to 200. You can just pause this because I'm gonna go through this quite quick. 3 is to 300, and that's where it ends. Okay, usually we don't need this. For this fourth one, I can just delete it. I don't need it anyway, because we all know that it's all about 1 2 3. 3 is a psychological number, so that's why we will be looking for an expansion of 3. And as I told you in my previous video, when I come to 3, I eliminate 5 pips for currencies, and I take back okay, it hasn't reached my 5 pip, because sometimes they'll just come close and reverse. Okay, why? Because they know how people are actually thinking. Okay, so that's part of it. It was a red day. We are expecting one direction on the day, and we want to see them at least pumping the markets up. Okay, so we did get that in the Asian session. Okay, so I don't want to go deeper and deeper into this. This one, as you can see, it says day 3 longs. This is Euro JPY, and if we just go, you will see that okay, it gave us a first red day, which became first green day, which became day 1, gave us a day 2. Okay, and today it was on a day 3 long. Okay, hence why I wrote day 3 longs. Okay, I actually wrote this around I think it was around 12 a.m. okay, midnight yesterday. And as you can see, we want on day 3 we are expecting a reversal, but it's all about the behavior, and you can clearly see what happens. Okay, so it's a day 3 London. We get a something like a triple top on a 15-minute. Okay, triple top, and then we break out, they reverse, and then as you can see, they come down. This one engulfs this one, but it's not a perfect engulf, hence why most of the time we want to go to a smaller time frame. That's where you gonna see all this thing better. You see here we got our engulf. You see this is a perfect engulf. Okay, and you can just put your stops at the high of the day, or you can actually put them okay, I want them less than 20 pips. So yeah, it was actually fine to put them at the high of the day. Okay, and as you can see, it just went down, but there were news. Mostly we don't want to get news because news can just reverse. We only enter news for a continuation, usually on a first bounce. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through this because of time. Okay, and then we have Great Britain pound. This is the yen. Okay, let's go to a 15-minute time frame. Again, this was on a day 3, as you can see. Okay, let's start. Where did this thing start? Okay, day 1 inside day 2. Okay, it's actually yes, day 2 inside day. This is still an inside day. Then we get a day 3. Okay, it's a day 3, and then yesterday was day 3 longs, and today, as you can see, they just came and tapped to close everybody. We are at the high of the week, and during the US session they just went down. Okay, you see this is an break of structure, and they used a pullback during the US session. They just went down. So it's all up to you. There's gonna be a lot of variation. Just go and practice the patterns and how to enter when you get the patterns. Okay, that's the most important thing. Okay, and now we're gonna go to New Zealand JPY. Same thing, day 3 longs. Okay, and if we start counting, you will actually see why I put this as a day 3. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, which was it this day 1, day 2? Okay, yes, because this is an inside day. Okay, and then we are getting day 1 from here, we are getting day 2 from here, we are getting an inside day here. As you can see, this day is just inside, and then this is a day 3 of breakouts. Okay, so I wrote day 3 longs here, okay, because this one actually was also a first this one was a first green day, okay, but it's also day 3 because it's an inside day. Okay, it just came and tapped the high, and today it collapsed. As you can see, we did get a pattern, we did get an M, traded back, it engulfed. Okay, so everything will happen in the same way. However, there's just gonna be variations because they won't give you a perfect pattern. You just have to practice the variations, okay, because everything is the same day in, day out. Today it was day 3 longs. This is gold, okay, day 3 longs, as you can see, and then they went up session 1, up session 2, and then up session 3, and they collapsed to give a first green day. Okay, a first green day. So you will see tomorrow. However, do note that sometimes we will get first green days which will actually result in having first red days, which will actually result in having first green days the following day. Hence we look for the setup, which is how the prices are gonna behave on the day. Okay, so all of these ones that today actually I had selected, they had good moves for the day. And I just think the thing of marking your charts down here, as you can see, this when you use this tool here, draw text label, it doesn't move. Okay, however, as everything keeps going down, it's gonna move down. But honestly, it helps because when you look at your charts, you know, okay, on this chart I have I'm on a day 3, okay, fine, which is good. On this chart I'm on a day 3, this chart I'm in a day 3 long, and this is what even the colors, this is red, showing that today I'm expecting a drop. So basically this is it. Once you have a signal day, it works every time. Okay, if I don't have a signal day, then I don't have a reason to be on the market. Okay, because then it means I'm gonna be guessing without even knowing where or which direction they're gonna take, and I'm gonna end up being chopped and chopped and chopped. So this is why I have a signal day. Then I want to observe the behavior, and then I want to observe the pattern, the break-in structure, retest, engulf, and all sort of things. Okay, so those are just checklists that I go through every day. But as you can see, if you are a follower of the channel, you know that these things work. Okay, you know that these things work. Some people are actually laughing because of the simplicity. They think we are making these things up. No, these things work. Okay, they do work because I'm not only using a 15-minute time frame. No, to actually mark my days, I use a 1 hour time frame. This is the time frame that helps me know the days. Day 1, okay, day 2, day 3. So when I mark my charts, already I have taken into account the higher time frames. Okay, I even used this for our time frames when using my weekly analysis for the weeks. Okay, so you see, this has taken into account the longer time frames. So when we are on a 15-minute time frame, somebody might think, oh no, this is what these guys are making a big mistake, they're only using a smaller time frame. That's not true. Okay, just because you see the trade actually being executed on a 5-minute or a 1-minute time frame doesn't simply mean we are using only those time frames. No, day count takes into account the higher time frame, because we use the 1 hour time frame to actually count the days and see what's happening. Okay, so we are aligning with higher time frames, and this just flushes out all the garbage, all the getting chopped, all the nonsense that happens. Okay, so guys, I believe this one will help everybody because we're trying to keep things as easy as we can. Okay, easy as we can. Remember, it's all about the win rate. It's not about losses or wins, it's all about the win rate. Anyway, I'm not gonna explain any further because this video is now 30 minutes, and thank you guys. I wish you all the best, and just practice these things. You'll see with time they will resonate well and everything will make sense, and you'll see it's all about rinse and repeat, taking the same thing over and over again. day 3 longs, if they behave the right way, boom, you got it. Okay, the first red days, if they behave in the right way, boom, you got them. It's one thing over and over and over again. If you don't have a signal day, it's fine. As you can see, we didn't have a first red day in the currencies that are here. Still, it's good because we've filtered out nonsense. Okay, so I think this is the most simplest way to approach everything, and just practice it. Everything will start working well. Okay, and once again, to the person who commented in my previous video, I'm sorry for my bad comment. Okay, it wasn't well. I just didn't know what to say, because everything I explain in this or in the videos, or every word I used, I mean, like terms like red days, these are part of the setups and they are the foundation. However, my response wasn't good, and yeah, I apologize for that once more again. Okay, and guys, thank you. Subscribe, like, and share for others to get this information, because it's highly important. It's information I wish I had when I started. So thank you, guys.